Though bruised, our democracy remains unbowed and unbroken.
That's President Biden's current assessment of the state of the nation, although some tell us they're not convinced.
It seemed like there were two State of the Unions. It seemed like President Biden couldn't decide whether or not he wanted to send a message of unity or attack Republicans, because he seemed to talk about both in the same breath.
President Biden accused Republicans of trying to cut programs like Social Security and Medicare, a comment that received immediate interruptions from Republicans. Here's a look.
I'm not saying it's a majority of you. I don't even think it's even a significant, but it's being proposed by individuals. I'm not politely not naming them, but it's being proposed by some of you. Look, folks, we're not going to be moved into being threatened to default on the debt if we don't respond. Folks.
Now, I have asked several Republicans about this issue specifically. They tell me that they have no intentions of cutting these programs. These comments from President Biden come after Speaker McCarthy publicly clarified that cutting those programs is off the table as he and President Biden work to reach a deal on raising that $31.4 trillion debt ceiling. Now, as for the pandemic, Biden says COVID has lost its grip on the nation, praising his leadership in that recovery.
Look to the government. We're going to solve your problems. The problem is we should never turn to the government to solve the problems that the government created.
Taxing the wealthy is one partisan proposal that Biden made last night, along with some other divisive topics such as abortion access and proposing a ban on so-called assault weapons. But he also pitched some areas of unity, such as efforts to fight cancer and providing for veterans, also handling big tech and data privacy.
President Biden is reaching out to the big middle of this country, the 65, 75, 85% of Americans who don't think our differences are too big to bridge as a country, who understand that there's a reservoir of common sense and decency in the American body politic, and who want us to work together.
The president also vowed to stop the flow of fentanyl at the southern border by investing in more detection machines. And as for foreign affairs, the president only had these few sentences to say about China.
I'm committed to work with China where we can advance American interests and benefit the world, but make no mistake about it. As we made clear last week, if China threatens our sovereignty, we will act to protect our country, and we did.
Democrats this week have praised the Biden administration's handling of that Chinese surveillance balloon, while Republicans have decried what they call the administration's delayed action. Reporting in Washington, D.C., Melina Wisecup, NTD News.